Now, exciting area high school softball action on your area sports leader, KJFM, Eagle 102.
And welcome to Clopton High School. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross here on a Thursday afternoon as the Clopton Lady Hawks, first look at them this season, take on the Montgomery County Lady Wildcats. We saw Montgomery on Tuesday at home against Bowling Green, Jim, and they played well for the first few innings. After giving up 4 in the top of the first, they settled things down, and it wasn't until a late break for Bowling Green that game really busted open.
Yeah, we watched their pitcher warm up. Of course, you saw her pitch the other night. Looks like she's got fairly decent velocity. Likes to throw rise balls. Got a change up, so she'll pose a challenge for the Lady Hawks here this afternoon. And as we were talking before we came on the air, you've got two teams that have had good ball clubs over the years, and now this year they're both kind of trying to find their way, and so this will be an opportunity for one of the teams to kind of get things going in the right direction.
A very New York flavor in the circle today. Both teams will have Brooklyn in the circle. Brooklyn McKinney against Brooklyn Fisher for Montgomery County. We'll talk more about that matchup and a lot more as we go through the pregame show. It starts next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50 people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
At Clopton High School, as the Lady Hawks get ready to take on the Montgomery County Lady Wildcats. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross here at Clopton, and Clopton has beaten, a good team this year in Winfield, but they've been kind of, all or nothing so far, and Coach Tony Francis said they had a great practice the other day where they worked on sprints in the outfield for an extended period, trying to get that buy-in, that leadership out of the upperclassmen, because he is starting quite a few freshmen out there and underclassmen, so the leadership you have has to show that leadership.
Well, and in their defense, they've played they played a fairly tough schedule so far from what we can gather off the state website. They've lost to Canton and to North Callaway. Both of those teams, between the two of them, they've got one loss. And then Winfield, who plays a tough schedule, played in the same tournament at Troy that Bowling Green did, which is a high quality tournament. they beat them at Winfield. So that's a good win for Clopton. So they've been tested here in the early going, and they'll be tested here again today. And as you said, Coach Francis is trying to teach some leadership from the older kids and get the younger kids to step up, walking into situations that they're not familiar with.
Yeah, and he said that's kind of been an issue. They can hit him. He said he's got pretty good stuff in practice, good speed, can change speeds, up, down, left, right, and they hit the cover off the ball in practice, but translating that into the game has been the biggest issue so far for Clopton.
Well, as we've talked a million times, you can do a lot of things in practice, but can you do it when the lights come on? And, of course, with a young team, that's where the test really comes and where the rubber meets the road. Can they do it? Can they do it when their umpire's behind the plate and the lights are on?
And for Montgomery, we saw against Bowling Green on Tuesday, the power of their lineup comes in the top three, and that, of course, is their pitcher McKinney in between the two Quatham girls, Sam the catcher leading things off, and Maddie the shortstop in the 3 spot. Those are the toughest 3 outs in this order, and if you can get around them, you've got a pretty good shot.
Well, and when you're playing teams with younger players, you see that a lot, and I think Clopton's in a similar boat with the exceptions. I think they have some speed at the bottom of their lineup. I know in the preseason interviews, I should say, Coach Francis talked about being able to bunt, being able to move the runners, being able to take the extra base, being able to steal a base. So that would indicate that he's got a little speed in the lineup, and they'll need to take advantage of that today if they want to come out on top.
That's a look at these two teams. We'll take a look at our keys to the game and starting lineup still to come on the pregame show on Eagle 102.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for ego, power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
I think it's simple today. The wind's blowing in. If the ball gets in the air, it's going to be kind of a mystery where it's going to end up. Montgomery had some issues in the outfield handling fly balls on Tuesday, so if Clopton can put the ball in play and use that speed, I think they can be successful today.
Well, right now the wind's blowing hard enough. If you have a fly ball hit the short center, the infielders better run for it because it may be blowing back towards them before it gets to the ground. Of course, the outfielders aren't going to want to play very deep. And in most good softball teams, they don't play that deep anyway. So with the wind blowing in and sometimes a little bit across, it could be an adventure for balls in the air.
And Clopton needs to get Brooklyn McKinney some run support. She's a quality pitcher and definitely the heart of this team. They've got to give her a little support.
Yeah, and the age-old story, in softball and baseball, you can't score on defense, so you better be able to hit and put some runs on the board because you can play defense all day. All you're going to do is tie. You got to score some runs.
Yeah, well, you got to look deeper into the metrics than that.
Do you?
You need that wins above replacement, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're a young guy. I'm an old guy.
This is Mike Price at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
All right, our starting lineups for this ball game for the Montgomery County Lady Wildcats. They'll lead it off with the catcher, number 1, Sam Queetham. The pitcher bats second, number 13, Brooklyn Fisher. In the 3 spot, the shortstop, number 20, Maddie Queetham. Batting cleanup is the second baseman, number 6, Raylene Poston. First baseman in the 5 spot, number 21, Carissa Doyle. Designated player bats 6, number 17, Taylor Janes. Center fielder, number 10, bats 7th, Anna Tison. In the 8th spot is the third baseman, number 4, Destiny Eversmeyer. And batting 9th is the right fielder, number 11, Erica Devlin. Flexing in left field will be number 5, Lexi Veach. So again, it's Queetham, Fisher, Queetham, Poston, Doyle, Janes, Tison, Eversmeyer, and Devlin for Montgomery County. They're coached by Audra Heimer and assisted by Rochelle Falloon and Becky Queetham. And it'll be Rochelle in the first base box coaching for Montgomery. For the Clopton Lady Hawks, they're coached by Tony Francis, assisted by Dalton McKinney. They'll lead it off with the second baseman, number 15, Mary Margaret Garrett. The right fielder bats second, number 11, Breya Smith. Pitcher in the 3 spot, number 14, Brooklyn McKinney. Shortstop bats fourth, number 22, Shanna Yates. The left fielder in the 5 spot, number 24, Kerrigan Lockard. Batting 6th, the center fielder, Janaea Buzan. Batting 7th is the first baseman, number 23, Logan Hall. Batting 8th, the catcher, number 5, Madeline Bruni. And batting 9th is the third baseman, number 21, Jasmine Hammett. No flex or DP being used by the Lady Hawks. So again, it's Garrett, Smith, McKinney, Yates, Lockard, Bazan, Hall, Bruni, and Hammett. And those are your starting lineups for this ball game. Umpires and head coaches going over the ground rules today. In addition, Jim Ross, to the wind, the infield was not watered down today. So that wind picks up, you can get some dirt in your eye, and well, we're directly in the firing line of that.
Without a question, you better find your sunglasses.
They're in my lunchbox at home. Yeah, I'm in trouble today for sure. We've got Montgomery County visiting the Clopton Lady Hawks, and first pitch is coming up here on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
First pitch, swung and missed for a strike. We're underway. Let's set the defense for Clopton after we get the next from Brooklyn McKinney. It's on its way, and it's low for ball one. 1-1 the count to Sam Quatham. Kerrigan Lockhart's the left fielder. Janaea Bazan is the center fielder. And Breya Smith is over in right. On the infield, Jasmine Hammett is at third. Shanna Yates at short. Mary Margaret Garrett at second base. And Logan Hall over at first. Madeline Bruni behind the plate. And Brooklyn McKinney just dealt a ball. And the count goes to, a strike. 1-2 the count. And that one just misses. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sam Quatham, the catcher for the Lady Wildcats.
All drop balls so far by McKinney, but she's around the plate.
This one chopped to the shortstop and into center field.
Little change-up rise that time. Quatham was able to keep her weight back and drove it up the middle for the base hit.
Sam coming off a night on Tuesday against Bowling Green where she had 2 hits. Her first 2 at-bats were hits before flying out in her final 2 at-bats. That'll bring in the pitcher, Brooklyn Fisher, batting from the left-hand side. First pitch to her. Very aggressive lineup. They like to swing early in the count. She fouled that one back 0-1.
Well, that's one of the things that you teach young hitters, especially at the high school level. What's the pitcher trying to do? They're trying to get ahead.
Yep.
So get ready for that first pitch. And now, granted, you're not going to drive up the pitch count on the pitcher doing that, but it's probably going to be one of the better pitches you get to see.
That one missed up and in.
I'm going to say it hit her.
All right. And that was another thing. Lots of hit-by pitches in that game on Tuesday because Montgomery loves to crowd the plate.
Yep, they are right on top of it, no question.
That'll bring in Maddie Quatham, the catcher, with 2 on and nobody out, as Montgomery trying to do to Clopton what Bowling Green did to them, and that's striking the top of the first. That one misses outside, 1-0.
Just off the plate with another drop ball. And as you said, they have the opportunity to strike here.
Montgomery gave up 4 runs in the top of the first to the Lady Cats. As they go to third and out at third, caught stealing on a nice throw from Bruni over to Hammett. And they get Quatham there. The other runner advances to second base on the play.
Ran a little fake bunt steal, but the shortstop was on top of it and was able to take the throw for the out.
That one fouled back right at us. And the count goes to 1-1.
Wind still blowing in.
Maddie Quatham, a 1-1 count with 1 out and a runner at second. That one is called a strike. Throw goes down to first. Must have been a 1-2 count. They get the out there, and over to third goes the runner Fisher.
I don't know. That was kind of weird. The ball must have hit the ground for him to throw to first. Pretty strange.
That one fouled back at us on the first pitch to Poston. 0-1. So there's 2 down now. And a runner at third base. And what was shaping up to be a possibly big inning. Now McKinney and the Lady Hawks just an out away from getting out of it. Pop foul over the backstop and off a Mustang.
Wind's blowing straight in, so those cars behind home plate are in range. But you talked about getting out of trouble. That's what Coach Francis talked about in the preseason. Get the outs, take the outs they're going to give you, and they did that with the base runner at third, and that's giving them a chance to get out of this inning.
There's strike 3 called, and that's the inning. First strikeout for McKinney, second strikeout. And the Lady Hawks survived that first and second with nobody out situation and go to the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. Lady Hawks coming up on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile Bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Set the defense for Montgomery as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Lexi Veach is in left, Anna Tison in center. Erica Devlin is in right. Destiny Eversmeyer's the third baseman. Maddie Quatham at short. Raylene Poston at second. Carissa Doyle is at first. Sam Quatham behind the plate. And Brooklyn Fisher taking her warm-up tosses in the center of the circle for Montgomery County.
Fisher, a left-hander. We'll see a lot of those. Silex has a left-hander. So we've seen, I say we don't see a lot of them. We've seen 2 of them this year already.
We're making a comeback, lefties.
Oh, that's right. You're one of those, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Wrong-handers, as we used to call them.
That's why you can't read a thing I write.
Well, for one thing, it's so small you need a magnifying glass.
True story. 5th grade, my teacher was complaining about the size of my writing, so I got a magnifying glass and wrote underneath that and got 15 minutes of detention for it.
And it stuck with you.
So Mary Margaret Garrett digs in and hits this one foul toward the visitor dugout on the first base side.
I see a lot of rise balls, a curve ball, and a change from Fisher. That a curve ball in on the hands that time of Garrett.
Oh, and 1 the count. And the next is up and in to even things up 1-1. Pretty good movement on that pitch.
Yeah, good velocity from Fisher. That ball moved, from the middle of the plate inside. So Lady Hawk's going to have to be aware of that, particularly on the outside pitch with 2 strikes.
Looking for the outside corner, miss low. And the count goes to 2-1 to Mary Margaret Garrett.
Her strike pitch is a little curve ball, so Garrett should be being ahead in the count, should be looking for one about belt high right now.
A 2-1 from Fisher on its way. On the outside corner that time. Got the location up a little bit.
Pretty good 2-1 pitch that time by Fisher.
Now the count even, 2-2. Wind is blowing to right now. The next missed high, and the count goes full.
There's the change up from Fisher, but a little bit too tall for Garrett. Yeah, big American flag, dead center field, so we won't have any trouble telling the wind direction this afternoon.
Payoff pitch to the leadoff hitter, Mary Margaret Garrett, on its way, and that one goes back to the screen, and a leadoff walk, and that was something that hurt Fisher and Montgomery, was the walk on Tuesday against Bowling Green.
Well, we've talked about it probably ad nauseum this season. As a pitcher, you got to make them put it in play. You can't give them free passes. Let your fielders. Walking them does a couple things besides giving them base runners. It puts your infielders to sleep. Throw the ball over the plate, let them hit the ball, pitch to contact, as they like to say in professional baseball, and see what happens.
Showing bunt and can't get it down, and that's something that Coach Francis has harped on. The ability to get the bunt down. It's been kind of a bugaboo.
Well, they've been offensively challenged this year. If you look at the scores, they scored 3 runs against Winfield, but 1 and none in the other 2 games that we have scores on. So they're going to try and play little ball if they can and scratch out some runs.
Throw down to first, back in safely as the pitch was a ball. Quatham, I wouldn't even stop at saying she has a plus arm, maybe an exceptional arm behind the plate. So,
not Gabby Dieters.
No.
Exceptional.
And does get the bunt down this time. First baseman there to cover, and they get the out at first. All the way to third goes Garrett. That's heads up base running. And now Clopton has a runner in scoring position.
You're exactly right. Very good base running that time. Took advantage of the good bunt by Smith and never stopped at second and made it to third with a throw, but the play was not close.
So nice job by Breya Smith, and that'll bring in Brooklyn McKinney, the pitcher, with a chance to put Clopton on top here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Big cut came up empty.
There's that curveball on the outside part of the plate curving into the middle. McKinney with a big cut at it, though.
Trying to hit one through the wind over the temp fence out there in the outfield. Swing and a miss. Snap throw back to third, and they would have had her, but the ball came loose. Garrett very lucky there that it squirted out of Eversmeyer's mitt.
You are right. Don't wander too far off with the arm from Quaithen behind the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at third. 0-2 pitch. Up high.
Got to be alive at third for the wild pitch, though, because Fisher's shown she has some control issues.
And there is a ton of room back here behind the plate.
I think I might be able to score from third on a wild pitch.
This one hit into center. It's deep enough even if she catches it to score the run, but she can't catch it. Ends up tangling herself up in the temp fence, and it's going to be a double as Tison had a little trouble out there with the wind and Clopton ahead.
That ball's a home run without the wind.
Oh, yeah.
It hit the fence. McKinney squared it up into right center and gives the Hawks the early lead at 1-0.
Mary Margaret Garrett scores. Still just 1 out, and Shanna Yates will dig in.
Courtesy runner in for Clopton. Madison Akers takes over at second base. Gives McKinney a chance to take a break before just to go back out the pitch.
Yates wears my favorite number, 22.
And we'll get into why that is as we go along here.
You know, there's no story behind it at all. I just love the
double deuce. Huh?
Double deuce, yeah. I probably have
100 jerseys with 22.
I've got, I think, 3 different number 22 Blues jerseys at home. There's a swing and a miss. And I wore 22 a lot playing ball.
We were talking before the game to clue you folks at home in about jerseys and professional jerseys, and I've come to the conclusion that Mark has a full closet of baseball and hockey jerseys.
Yeah, it's pretty loaded. That one fouled back. Still 0-2 to Yates with Lockard waiting on deck.
There was that curveball on the outside part. Good job by Yates to foul it off to protect the plate with 2 strikes. She'll want to try and move the ball to the right side of the field, get the run to the third base if at all possible.
No balls, 2 strikes. This one hit off the end of the bat and foul to the first baseman. Doyle will pick it up, give it back to Fisher, and it's still 0-2.
Up and in rise ball that time. Trying to keep Yates tied up a little bit.
You hit a ball like that, you know it's been in on the hands. Another 0-2. This one past the third baseman into short left field. Little trouble with it there. Run will come home. And into second goes Yates. 2-0 in favor of Clopton.
Change up that time by Fisher. Yates able to stay back. Got it between the 5-6 hole and drove in the run.
We'll call it a RBI single, E7 to get her to second base.
And another run in scoring position.
That'll bring in Kerrigan Lockard. First pitch to her, misses on the outside. Interesting. She lifts her back foot up and down, which means that her weight is probably on the front one. Yeah, now she shifts it. Bunting, and that one's foul. Very close to being a pretty good bunt there.
Had a little sidewinder spin on it and rolled into the grass in foul territory.
So Kerrigan will come back. She was well on her way to first. It was going to be a bang play there.
Yeah, she may very well have beat that out.
1 ball, 1 strike, runner at second, 1 out. Clopton ahead 2-0. Ooh, that's a good pitch there. Now has her on the ropes, 1-2.
Right down the central. Just what the Hawks wanted, though, to get a positive start in this game. Leading 2-0, chance to add to it here with 1 out.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. First strikeout for Fisher this afternoon, and the second out in the inning.
Good drop ball on the inside part of the plate that time by Fisher. Kerrigan not able to foul it off.
That'll bring in Janaea Bazan. She wears number 7. And the first pitch to her is right down central for a strike. Even her straight ball has movement.
Yeah, they don't. If you're throwing straight balls in softball, you're in trouble. It's got to have some movement up or down, in or out.
That one misses high. 1-1 the count.
Clopton doing a good job laying off the high rise ball.
One the count. Runner at second with 2 down. Checks her swing on the rise ball that time. Sends it through a kid's legs and across the highway. And he ain't going after it.
And they used to give away a bag of popcorn or something for those softballs. We used to flock after them like we were on fire.
Lollipops or Tootsie Rolls. Missed outside, 2-2.
Really good 1-2 pitch that time by Fisher. Good plate discipline by Bazan to stay away from that.
He's going to be looking for that ball for a while. Someone finally went after it. It's in the high grass. In the rough. 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Logan Hall, the batter on deck. If the inning continues. Yates has some speed out there at second base.
Put some green grass stain on this ball. You'll have a 3rd run.
The payoff pitch is fouled off past the first base coach's box. And the count remains full. Clopton, black jerseys, gray trim down the sides, white letters. They all say Lady Hawks on the back and Clopton on the front.
Got to move the ball somewhere here.
3-2, outside, walked her.
That'll work as well. Second walk.
First one came around to score in the person of Garrett. That brings in Logan Hall, the first baseman. There's that knee brace on the left knee, which is the front leg for the right-handed batter. First pitch to her. Called a strike.
Started off with a changeup that time. That's interesting. Good one, too.
0-1 the count. Playing on the line at first and third. Swing and a miss. Rise ball came up empty.
I'm guessing she may see another one of those a little bit higher if they're dialed in. Maybe they'll go right at her, though.
The 0-2 pitch. Went outside with it, missed.
Tried to throw that curveball to swing it in from the outside corner, didn't quite get there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, 2 in for Clopton. They lead it 2-0. A 1-2 pitch from Fisher on its way. Held up on that rise ball, and it's 2-2.
Good job that time by Hall to stay away from that moving pitch into her eyes.
2-2 pitch to Logan Hall. Caught the corner and called strike 3, back-to-back, or 2 strikeouts in the inning for the pitcher from Montgomery, but she gives up 2 runs on 2 hits. And Clopton has a 2-0 lead after one full inning on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
We'll be back here at Clopton tomorrow, 6:30, countdown to kickoff. Friday night football between the Clopton-Ellsbury Indian Hawks and the Louisiana Bulldogs. Our first look at the Bulldogs on KJFM this year. Clopton-Ellsbury has looked pretty good, 1-1 in appearances so far here on KJFM this season. Next week, Louisiana Clopton softball on Tuesday, and then Thursday, Van Far and Bowling Green, as this one's popped up foul territory and out of play over the dugout as Doyle is the batter.
Yeah, Clopton-Ellsbury could easily be 2-0. They ran out of steam in the fourth quarter, and that very hot night against Wright City, they were ahead 21-20 in the last 7 minutes. Wright City scored 3 touchdowns.
That ball right back at you, Jim Ross.
I was ready for it. You notice I didn't jump either. You probably jumped out of your skin, wouldn't you?
No, I realize this is actual fence, not mesh. This one popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Hammett? No, the shortstop, Yates, takes it, and that's the first out. Carissa Doyle is retired on the pop-out.
Well, we saw the wind push that ball as it looked like it should be an easy pop-up to the shortstop, but she had to come full steam ahead to catch it as the wind was knocking it down as it came to the ground.
Rounding out the next 8 days, Friday the 25th, the Eagle 102 high school football game of the week will be Louisiana versus Van Far Community, as that's a strike on the first pitch to Janes.
Bunch of softball action today as well. I'll tell you about that after this pitch.
A one popped up and behind us.
Yeah, see, there's that car that got hit. Bowling Green's at Palmyra in what should be a really good softball matchup tonight. Silex at Wright City, Van Far hosting Mark Twain, and Ellsbury travels to Vaz to face North Callaway.
0-2, there's strike 3 called. That's a good-looking change up there for the second out and third strikeout of the ball game for Brooklyn McKinney.
So far, so good for McKinney.
Got her a lead in the bottom half of the first. And
you mentioned in the pregame, or actually before we came on the air, that in your observation of the game over at Bowling Green, against Bowling Green, I should say, the lower half of the order maybe not as strong as the top half for Montgomery. So McKinney now into the bottom 3. Maybe she can roll through this.
That one misses outside to actually take the count to 2-0. Teeson, the batter. Choppy swing. Haven't seen it yet from the right-handed hitter. As she's taken a pair of balls, now a strike right down central.
And she does have her right heel off the ground as the ball comes to the plate. You can't load up very well doing that. Pitch is fouled off, makes it 2-2. 2 outs. Clopton leads at 2-0. We're in the top of the second inning.
The 2-2 pitch on its way, and that one misses outside, and the count goes full. You don't want to lose the number 7 hitter.
Not at all. Throw it down the middle and see if she can put it in play.
This one popped up. Short left field, over on it, and making a jumping catch is Kerrigan Lockard to retire the side.
She thinks it's basketball season.
It's right around the corner, hopefully right around the corner, as they go down 1, 2, 3, and that's now 5 in a row retired by Brooklyn McKinney. We head to the bottom of the second. Clopton tries to add on to their 2-0 lead over Montgomery County next on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
For Clopton, it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Bruni, Hammett, then back to Garrett at the top of the order as they put 2 on the board in the bottom of the first.
See if they can get things cranked back up again here in the second.
Bruni wears number 5. She's the catcher. White cleats.
A number of the players have white cleats.
Yeah.
Quatham's got a brand new pair as the catcher, too.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Madeline Bruni.
In my era, that was the thing, man. You had to look, the Oakland A's. They all wore white spikes. Everybody had to wear white spikes.
That one misses high, 1-1. Who's that? Charlie Finley? No.
Charlie Finley. You're right.
The owner of the team. He bought the California Golden Seals hockey team and painted all their skates white to match the A's. On the outside corner. He's given a little extension to that outside corner, but he's been consistent with it, the home plate umpire.
Yeah, so far so good with the balls and strikes. We've got a bird's eye view. We couldn't get much more behind home plate than we are.
This one bunted out in front of the plate, backhanded by the pitcher. Throw is low. I think she probably would have beat it out anyway.
I agree. That's a base hit. Good bunt. Made the pitcher field it. She had, being a left-hander, she had to turn around, pirouette to throw, and beat it out.
So the leadoff batter on for the second straight inning for Clopton. That'll bring us to Jasmine Hammett in the 9 spot.
Third hit of the game for the Lady Hawks.
Way in at the corners. First and third. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch to Hammett.
Well, the age-old story is if they can't field it, keep doing it until they do, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see if Coach Francis employs that mentality here.
The 0-1 pitch is bunted at the first baseman, foul. And it's 0-2 quickly to Hammett with Garrett on deck.
So that's exactly what they tried to do. Hammett just couldn't get it in between the white lines.
Jasmine just a freshman. She'll grow into that jersey. A little baggy on her right now. Outside corner, called strike 3. And that's the first out. Third strikeout recorded by Brooklyn Fisher.
Back to the top of the order.
Garrett walked her first time up. Came around to score the first run for the Lady Hawks. First pitch to her is way high for ball 1.
A lot of space up the middle as the second baseman well over to her left near the first base line.
That's the goal, to have your second at bat in the second inning. That means the lineup has done a good job to turn over.
Good things have happened for sure.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Was trying to shoot that one to right field.
They want to add to this lead if they can. It looks like maybe Fisher has the ability, if she can find the strike zone, she could be a shutdown pitcher. with the stuff she has.
The 1-1 offering, bunted, foul, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Ooh, way up and in. She was leaning in toward that pitch and had to scoot her way out.
Had thrown a couple of those curveballs on the outer half, then tried to throw the rise ball up and in. A little too up and in.
Count 2-2. This one hit foul.
Good job by Garrett that time fighting off that good 2-2 pitch.
Runner at first, 1 out.
Beautiful night for softball. Beautiful night for anything, actually.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have about 3 or 4 days like this.
That'd be nice. Ooh, that one just a bit low. That looked like the called third strike to Hammett there.
I agree. I was expecting the right hand to go up by the umpire on that one.
Instead, the count goes full for the second time to Garrett. And the 3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Got her this time. 4th strikeout and 2nd of the inning.
Another rise ball. This time started at about knee-high, rose inside about belt-high. Garrett not able to catch up with it.
That'll bring in Breya Smith. Where's number 11? Had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. And takes one right down central for the first strike here in this at-bat.
Smith going beltless. She'll probably have to run a little extra for that, don't you think?
Possibly. That seems like it would be a Tony Francis no-no. There's a swing and a miss.
Delayed steal by the runner at first.
She goes down to second without a throw. But the count goes to 0-2 on Smith. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss ends the inning. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Brooklyn Fisher, 5 in the game. And we head to the 3rd inning. Clopton still leads Montgomery 2-0 on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
2-0 Clopton as we head to the 3rd inning for the Wildcats. It's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Eversmeyer, then Devlin, and Quatham. Quatham the only hit so far in this ball game for Montgomery, and she was caught trying to steal third, a double steal. I don't think her foot ever made it to the bag.
Good job by McKinney so far. Had 1 hit batter in the first inning. Has 3 strikeouts. And the only hit in the game, as you said, is Quatham, the leadoff hitter in the first.
Eversmeyer, the third baseman, digs in. And the pitch from McKinney is a called strike to start the 3rd.
Got to be ready. That one was right down the middle.
McKinney asked for a new set of signs. This one fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2 quickly to the number 8 hitter, Eversmeyer.
Well, and if you haven't been to a softball game in the modern era, signs are a thing of the past. Most every team has wristbands and 3 numbered codes, and not only for the batters but the pitcher and the catcher, and there's a strike right down the middle.
Strike 3 called, and that's the 3rd strikeout in the ball game for McKinney.
You don't see coaches giving signs at all. Their signs are flashing of 3 numbers. In fact, coming out of the dugout, they're not even flashing numbers. They're just hollering it.
Swing and a miss. Pulling off that one was Devlin.
Big swing by Devlin that time.
It's called stepping in the bucket. Front foot was pointed at the third baseman. And this one is grounded.
Woo,
back to the pitcher.
Line drive.
Yeah,
line drive right back at the pitcher.
That's the second out.
McKinney snagged it with ease. Belt high.
I was blocked by the umpire.
It's a little bit of a knuckleball,
yeah.
But nonetheless, good reaction time that time by Brooklyn McKinney.
That brings in Quatham as the wind picks back up, blowing in, and this one is hit into right field. Moving on it, unable to make the catch is Breya Smith. They're going to get her here between first and second in a rundown.
We're going to have
get closer.
Going to have an interference call. I got a feeling.
Oh, and the ball gets thrown away, and she gets back to first.
I wonder if they're going to give her second base because the first baseman interfered with Quatham as she rounded first. Umpire put out his hand like he was going to call it and then decided against it. So Quatham ends up at first after that wild rundown with 2 outs.
This one hit in the air. Left field, foul territory, and unable to get close to that ball with all this foul territory is Lockhart out there, strike 1.
Actually, I said a base hit. That would have to be an E9, would it not?
Yes, it would.
That ball was tailing on the right fielder. She came in, and it went off the heel of her glove.
That one misses. Outside, 1-1 to the pitcher, Fisher, who takes up every bit of that left-hand batter's box.
Yes, she does. She's a fairly tall gal.
This one is lined into center, down for a hit. They're going to try and move that runner to third. The throw is behind, and a nice job backing up that time by Brooklyn McKinney, or this game is probably a little bit closer.
No doubt.
Single for Fisher goes to second on the throw.
So the same thing that happened in the first inning, or the same situation, I should say. Runners at second and third. Can McKinney get out of this with 2 outs?
Maddie Quatham the batter, and the first pitch to her is pop foul behind us, and that's going to dunk something. Oh, missed.
A little short that time of the cars. I'm guessing down here in the valley at Clopton, when the sun goes down, it's going to cool off a little bit tonight.
I've prepared. This one popped up on the infield. First baseman wants it. Moving around and making the catch is Logan Hall to retire the side. So the Wildcats straying 2 in scoring position. Still have a goose egg on the scoreboard. Clopton will come up in the bottom of the third, leading 2-0 on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Both teams have left 3 base runners on. I think Montgomery's are a little more impactful as all of theirs have been in scoring position. And they've lost a runner at third base.
And Clopton has driven theirs in for runs. They lead 2-0, say.
As Coach Dalton McKinney makes his way toward the first base box, we're just about set to start action here in the bottom of the third inning. For Clopton, it's going to be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Heart of the order, starting with the pitcher, Brooklyn McKinney. Doubled her first time up.
A wind-driven double would have been a home run, if not for the stiff wind. Wind's starting to settle just a bit here as the sun starts to go down.
They're playing her more toward that gap now in center field. Right center. There's a strike called on the first pitch to Brooklyn.
Another one of those sweeping rise balls by Fisher.
Now, Coach Francis told me that if he has too many papers in his pocket, he gets confused. Not only does he have his lineup cards now, he has a whole sheet out there in the third base box. Is he trying to confuse himself?
Well, he doesn't have a wristband on, so he needs the codes in his hand, I guess.
0-2 the count.
He probably got so old he can't see the wristband and doesn't want to wear glasses, would be my guess.
Outside, missed. 1-2. McKinney digs back in. Yates, the on-deck hitter.
See if she can square one up here.
The 1-2. Outside again, 2-2. I think Brooklyn McKinney is not afraid of an 0-2 count.
No, and she seems to be fairly dialed in, not chasing those two teaser pitches on the outside half.
The 2-2 pitch. Reached out, got that one. Fouled off a pitch that's been being called a strike today.
Yeah, that outside curveball did a good job fighting that off to stay in it with a 2-2 count.
Fisher back in the center of the circle. Reaches back and delivers. And the off-speed pitch lifted into left. Making a running catch is Lexi Veach for the first out. Good battle.
Good changeup that time by Fisher. McKinney got it off the end of the bat. And an easy snag for the left fielder.
That'll bring in Yates, who singled to drive in a run. And went to second on an error. She was stranded there. First pitch to her this at bat is a strike called.
Yates with good speed. They've used the bunt multiple times in this game so far.
And the 0-1 pitch on its way. Called a strike. Low and away, 0-2.
Little low rise curveball that time, got the call.
Locker, the on-deck hitter. And an 0-2 pitch to Yates on its way. Fouled back, still 0-2.
Fisher not messing around. She's going straight at the hitters. Didn't even try to waste one that time. Just threw another low curveball in the zone. Good job by Yates to foul it off.
No balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty and 1 out. Pitch on its way from Fisher, and that one missed high.
Another change up. Didn't quite get it across the plate that time.
We're in the third. Clopton leads 2-0 over Montgomery County. 1-2 pitch. To the plate and in on the hands. Second baseman will field it about 3 feet from first and underhand it for the second out. And Montgomery tried to run off the field. I thought that was 3.
Well, that rise ball got in Yates' kitchen that time on the fist, sawed her off, and she still made a play out of it, showing her speed down the baseline. But second out, nonetheless, 4-3 for Montgomery County.
Post into Doyle for out number 2, and that brings in Kerrigan Locker with the bases empty, and she hits one right off the mask of the catcher.
She had a big smile on her face going to get that ball, so.
Glancing blow.
Either got a kick out of it or is seeing double right now. One of the two.
Home plate umpire asks the same questions. You need a second? I'm going to kick some dirt off the plate. He's wearing the pouch, but no balls in it.
Yeah.
Said it again, that's one of the protocols.
Throw them in from the sidelines, right?
Yep. Less hands on the ball, the better, apparently. The 0-1, 0-2. caught the corner that time and Lockard behind in the count. Fisher has jumped ahead in every count.
We've been fortunate around here, other than the early season, haven't had any major outbreaks. However, Macon has, and we'll talk about that maybe in the next inning.
This one, in on the hands again, in the air, and the shortstop, Maddie Quatham, makes the catch right behind the pitcher's circle to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Lady Hawks. Montgomery coming up in the fourth, trailing 2-0 on KJFM.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
4, 5, and 6 hitters, Poston, Doyle, and Janes for the Montgomery County Wildcats, and that one's right back at us. First strike one to Raylene Poston. So Macon.
Yeah, they got hit bad. I think they have 286 students in quarantine.
Oh, wow.
They have.
This one's grounded to the third baseman. Up with it is Hammett. Throw across in time. And that's the first out. 5-3 on the putout of Raylene Poston.
Good play by Hammond. Yeah, 286 students. They've gone back to all virtual in the classroom, and they've shut down sports, all sports, until further notice.
Wow.
I haven't, usually here it's going to be 14 days or 10 days. I haven't heard until further notice, until the situation at Macon.
That is catastrophic there, that many cases. Ball one, and the next is low for ball two.
Well, I don't know that it's cases. It said they had 286 quarantine.
Yeah. The contact tracing.
Right. You got to assume for 286 people to be quarantined, there had to be a number of cases.
This one's put in play. Throw over to first. The pitcher.
Right back to McKinney.
1-3 on the putout, and there's 2 away. Yeah.
McKinney cruising along here as this game cruises along. We're in the top of the fourth.
So there's a state facility in Vandalia that has 180-plus cases. That one misses. On the first pitch to Janes.
Yeah, that's a challenge as well with them.
Yeah.
They aren't going outside, or they're not going to be able to get away from it in the big house, as you say.
That one grounded to the third baseman again, and a quick inning for McKinney and the Clopton Lady Hawks. 1, 2, 3. Go the Wildcats, and Clopton will try to add to that 2-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth after this on Eagle 102.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Teal Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
Well, Fisher doesn't waste any time getting ready.
No, she doesn't. 2 or 3 pitches is it. That's what you see from most pitches. In high school, do they just allow 3 now in between innings? May very well be. think baseball, it's 8 in the first inning and 5 after that, so softball may very well be just 3.
Bazan will lead things off for Clopton, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, and that one is taken for a strike called.
I'm guessing Maddie Ingram would know the answer to that question. She's over there sleeping, though.
Well, I had to ask her a question earlier, being such a dominant pitcher. She's wearing a Jim Edmonds jersey over there, a center fielder.
That's all about looks, Mr. Froelich.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
0-2 the count to Bazan as she chased the rise ball and does on back-to-back pitches, and it's another strikeout in the books for the Montgomery hurler.
Number 6, my count's correct.
Yep. Last inning was the first inning she didn't record a strikeout, but still got the 1-2-3 inning. That'll bring in Logan Hall. She struck out looking her first time up way back in the first inning. Bunting here and had to reach for it, sends it back to the screen, 0-1.
Squared around way early that time. If you're going to bunt for a hit, it's got to be a late in the motion movement, as in that particular case, the third baseman and first baseman were on top of her by the time the pitch got to the plate.
So, Coach Tony Francis calls her over. They have a quick meeting near the coach's box, along with the on-deck hitter, Bruni, before this 0-1 pitch. Takes the ball way high to even things up at 1-1.
2-0 our score. Clopton's still on top. They scored 2 in the first, and that's accounted for all of the runs in this game to this point.
The 1-1 offering, fouled back again, 1-2. Bruni on deck, then Hammett if the inning continues. Clopton would love to turn the lineup over either this inning to start the next inning. Long look from Fisher. 1-2 is up high, 2-2.
Tried to get her to chase that rise ball again out of the zone, but nothing doing for Bruni.
2 balls, 2 strikes, base is empty, 1 out. And the next is swung on and missed. Down on strikes is Logan Hall. Back-to-back strikeouts in the inning, 7 in the game. That'll bring in the catcher, Madeline Bruni.
Well, I said, is that right, Bruni? Oh, yeah, I got him in the wrong spot. You're right. I'm a batter ahead here.
So Bruni digs in.
Correct me when I do that.
I was trying to do it subtly.
No need to be subtle.
0-1 the count, as that one's down the middle for strike 1 to the Clopton catcher.
Give me a forehead slap and say, no, that was Hall batting, not Bruni.
The 0-1 pitch. That rose in on her and hit her in the wrist, and that hurts.
She offered, though. Let's see what they're going to call it.
She'll talk to her coach. Now she's going to go back, and I think it got the hand, not the wrist.
Yep, I'm going to say that's going to be a strike.
She'll dig back in. Both coaches go back to their boxes. The count's 0-2.
That was that rise ball, as you said, got out over the plate, and that thing jumped into her fist, and she couldn't get out of the way.
None of that spray like they use in the majors. Swing and a miss, and all 3 retired via the strikeout here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're already heading to the 5th. This game moving right along. Clopton ahead of Montgomery 2-0 on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
For Montgomery here in the top of the fifth, it's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. There's a swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 to Anna Tison. Tison, then Ebersmeyer and Devlin.
Tison flew out to center in her first trip to the plate.
And Anna digs in again. This one fisted to the second base. A little trouble there for Garrett, but plenty of time to throw out Tison at first. 4-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning.
Good job staying with her that time by Garrett. Got a little short hop at the end of that. Was able to knock it down and throw her out. Tison showed some good speed, though.
Yes, she did. Made a play of it for sure. And there's a ball just a little bit too high for that outside corner to Ebersmeyer. She struck out looking her first time up on 3 pitches. Swing and a miss. Went after the high fastball there.
She got about a third of the way through that swing and said, I shouldn't be swinging.
1-1 the count. Bases empty, 1 out. The next from Brooklyn McKinney. 2 Ebersmeyer's on its way, and that one's fouled past first. Good idea shooting it down the line.
Absolutely. A lot of space down there.
It was almost a slap-type swing, too. 1-2 the count. Now they set up off the plate outside, and it's strike 3 right into the glove. Perfect placement for the second out.
She hit the mitt that time, didn't she?
Right on that white chalk line that has been a strike all day. Five strikeouts for McKinney. And it's the number 9 hitter, Devlin, who grounds it to third. Into that glove of Hammett, throw over to Hall, and another 1-2-3 inning. It's time to stretch here at Clopton High School. We played 4.5. Clopton coming up leading 2-0 over Montgomery County on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Well, Fisher has to wait for catcher Quatham to come back out as she had already shed most of her gear. She was the on-deck hitter.
But as you said, it doesn't take Fisher long to get cranked up and ready. So
for Clopton, the 9-1 and 2 hitters, 1 pitch. Throw down to second, we're ready.
She threw a lot in her warm-ups, and what I would have considered an unusually high number of pitches, but obviously that's her routine, and so now she doesn't have to throw so much in between innings, I guess.
9 in a row retired by Brooklyn Fisher, 6 of those via the strikeout, the last 3 included. There's a swing and a miss on the first pitch to Jasmine Hammett.
Well, I think I mentioned an inning or two to go. She's got shutdown stuff, and she seems to have found her groove here in the last 2 or 3 innings.
2-0 Hawks. The 0-1 pitch on its way. Showing bunt, and said she pulled back 1-1.
Just off the plate.
Leadoff batter here in the home half of the 5th, Jasmine Hammett. 1-1 on the corner, strike 2.
That's a little low curveball, low rise, if you will. Starts about 3 inches off the plate and curves into the strike zone. Nice pitch.
Now has her set up at 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's 4 straight that have struck out for Clopton, and takes us back to the top of the order for Mary Margaret Garrett.
Gives her 9 strikeouts for the game.
Knocking on the door of double figures. And Garrett, one of those strikeout victims her last time up. She has walked and scored 0 for 1 today. First pitch is swung on and missed, as Garrett's been aggressive today.
She has, but I like that. I like that. Go after, get ready for that first pitch. If it's to your liking, go get it.
It's gone deep in counts, too. This one grounded to the first baseman. Up with it is Doyle. She steps on the bag. 3 unassisted, and the first 2 are retired. Now 11 in a row retired by Fisher and the Wildcats. Brings in Breya Smith.
Well played game so far.
Oh, yeah. Both teams, just 1 error?
I believe that's correct.
That one outside on the first pitch to Breya. 1-0 the count. She sacrificed Garrett from first to third her first time up. Struck out. She's 0 for 1. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled back off the screen. 1-1.
Good hack at it that time by Smith. Right on that pitch.
Pulls those sleeves back up. Gets herself set in the right-hand batter's box for a 1-1 pitch. Here it comes from Fisher. One after the high fastball. I don't think that was the pitch that Quatham called or was expecting, but it's effective, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you start it belt high and it rises up high. Sometimes it's hard to lay off of that.
1-2 pitch. Missed that outside corner low. 2-2.
That one didn't curve like she expected. A little backup curveball, if you will.
McKinney, the on-deck hitter, if the inning continues. 2-2. Base is empty, 2 outs. And Smith just got a piece of that to stay alive.
And Montgomery wants to get out of this inning now and pitch to McKinney with nobody on base in the 6th. We are in the 5th, 2-0, Clopton on top.
Another 2-2 pitch to Smith. Missed that outside corner. Count goes full. She wants to get her out. I think she'll have to come right after her here.
A little curveball right down the middle. What do you think? Get ready to go hacking.
Deep breath from Fisher. The pitch, payoff pitch, and spoiled a good one there. Shoots it down the line and underneath the cars.
Drop ball, high drop ball that time. Was down the middle of the plate.
New ball comes in from the Montgomery dugout.
Smith not able to catch up with it.
But able to spoil it and see another. That's
all important.
She just wants to get on base here for McKinney. See if she can do some running. 3-2 pitch. Again, spoiled, and Quatham didn't know where it was. She looked over her right shoulder, it went over her left.
Yeah, a little short pop up to the left of the catcher, and if you don't pick that up early, there's no chance.
So good job by Breya Smith to stay alive to see a third 3-2 pitch. This one hit in the air. Second baseman under it. Poston makes the catch, and McKinney will have to wait until next inning. We head to the sixth. Clopton still holding on to that 2-0 lead. Montgomery coming up on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Top of the order for Montgomery. If they're going to mount a comeback, I think this is the inning they have to do it.
Key inning in the game for McKinney. If she can get through these top three without any damage, I like the Hawks' chances.
First pitch to Quatham is nubbed in front of the plate, and they're going to let that one roll foul. Good idea as Sam has good speed heading down the line.
Change up rise ball that time fooled Quatham. And fortunately for the Hawks, it rolled foul.
0-1 the count. Sam back into the batter's box to see an 0-1. This one hit to right. Breya moving over on it and makes a basket catch out there in right field for the first down.
Say hey. Guess these young fans, they don't know what that means, do they? Willie Mays. Oh, Willie Mays. Say hey, Willie.
So that'll bring in Fisher, who has been on base twice today.
That's a big out, too. Get the leadoff hitter.
This one in the air. Third baseman, shortstop running after it, and neither can make the catch in foul territory.
Yeah, that was in no man's land. And so Fisher will live to see another pitch.
It's primarily a baseball diamond, so there's a lot of no man's land.
A lot of space between the sidelines, or the baselines, I should say, and the fences.
That one misses outside to the left-hand hitter. 1-1 the count to Brooklyn Fisher. Maddie Quatham on deck. This has been exactly the pitcher's duel we expected. This one grounded past the second baseman into short right field. Gets away from Smith, but they're going to hold that runner at first. She thought about second for a moment.
Well, and the right fielder was thinking about trying to throw her out at first as she came charging in on that ground ball base hit. You said it's a baseball field, so it's all dirt all the way to the outfielder, so it gets there in a hurry. But she didn't come up with it cleanly, so Fisher will reach on the base hit.
They're going to get the out at first, let that runner go to second. 5-3 on the putout on the first pitch to Maddie Quatham. It moves the runner into scoring position with 2 down. She went up there hacking. That'll bring in Raylene Poston.
You know, we talked about throwing strikes, make your fielders play, and that's exactly what McKinney's done so far.
This one back to the pitcher in the air and caught. A little flare to the pitcher has been Brooklyn's friend today. So they pitch around that one-out hit, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Clopton will try to add again to that 2-0 lead on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Bottom of the sixth we go here from Clopton High School. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross. We'll have football for you tomorrow night here from Clopton as the Clopton-Ellsbury Indian Hawks host the Louisiana Bulldogs. That's their first meeting as conference rivals in football.
It is.
6:30 countdown to kickoff.
Do they have a name for this game yet?
Not yet.
You've got the Mayor's Cup. You've got the, what was it last week at Van Far Mark Twain?
The Farmers
Cup.
Yeah,
you got to have something between Clopton and Louisiana, don't you? What would you call that?
You're getting dangerously into that everybody gets a trophy that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but you got to win.
Yeah.
You do have to win.
That one misses to McKinney to start the bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Hawks. Yates, then Lockard. If anyone gets on, Bazan will bat. This one reaching for it. Fouls it to the screen, 1-1.
Little change-up rise. She actually got McKinney to fly out on a change-up rise her last at bat. That one low in the zone, though. McKinney just fouled it off.
Where's number 14 on the back of that Clopton Hawk jersey?
She has the game-winning RBI as we speak right now.
Oh, good movement on that pitch. Curved it into the zone, and it's 1-2. RBI double back in the first inning was followed by an RBI single from Yates. That's it for offense in this ballgame. 2-0 Clopton. That one bounces and evens the count at a ball and a strike. And we say hi to Sam Quatham.
I don't think she gave us the time of day.
No.
Rightfully so, actually. As this wind has died down to little or nothing all of a sudden.
Could that benefit Brooklyn? I guess it'll benefit one of the Brooklyns. We got one pitch into another right now. That one fouled out of play, 2-2.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, McKinney's double off the right center field fence would have been a home run in the first inning, but for the stiff wind blowing straight in.
Even count, 2-2. This one grounded past the shortstop and into short left field. It's a leadoff hit. Second of the day for Brooklyn McKinney. She'll be replaced by a courtesy runner.
Another changeup that time, and McKinney able to get the barrel of the bat on it and drove it through the hole between short and third for the base hit, her second hit of the game.
The courtesy again is Madison Akers, the sophomore infielder-outfielder, who is just swimming inside that uniform. That is. Someone needs to turn the heat up on that dryer.
I hope she's not swimming, because if she did, she'd drown with all that cloth on her.
There's a strike called to Shanna Yates.
We warned of Quatham's good arm, so I wouldn't expect to see Akers going anywhere.
The next up high, and she is going to try and steal. Throws from the crouch position and out at second. The tag was right to the face of Akers, and she's gunned down.
From her knees. From her knees.
I was actually getting a little worried because Sam sits so far back on her feet, on those knee pads. I didn't think she'd be able to get off a good throw. But she did.
And the other thing about that play is she did what a catcher's supposed to do, just throw it to the base, and the shortstop was a little late getting there, and she flashed there at the last minute, took the short hop, and tagged Akers out.
1-2. The count now to Yates with one out and the base is empty. And she throws across to get Shanna by 2 steps. 5-3 on the putout. And there's 2 away for Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard wearing the collar today, 0 for 2, strikeout, and a pop to the shortstop. That was right behind the pitcher's circle. Swings and misses on the riser that time to start her third at bat of the day.
Been a briskly played game. This is what fast pitch softball is supposed to be. Little 2-0 pitcher's duel.
Mm-hmm. The next from Fisher. Fouled past Coach Dalton McKinney in the first base box. 0-2 to Kerrigan Lockard.
Good job trying to take that outside pitch down the right field line. A little late on the swing.
Dalton doesn't get too excited in that first base box, does he?
He hadn't been hit yet, obviously.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Take one off the shins, you'll be a little more excited.
That one missed the corner. 1-2.
Another change-up rise that time by Fisher.
2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Clopton leads. 1-2 pitch is grounded back to the pitcher. Backhanded by Fisher. Turns that body around, fires to first, and gets the out. So Clopton goes down not 1, 2, 3. They had the single, the caught stealing, and then a pair of infield ground outs. And we head to the 7th. If Clopton can shut them down, they'll win this ball game. They lead Montgomery 2-0 on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hi, I'm Keith Oakes, Director of Physical Therapy. I'm Eric Schaefer. I work in physiotherapy, and I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose to work at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Choose a hospital where you're more than just a patient. You're our friend, family member, and neighbor. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Last chance for the Wildcats. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Doyle, Janes, and Tison, and Carissa digs in. This one is fouled past first over Logan Hall, and it's 0-1 as Brooklyn McKinney has pitched a gem. Both these pitchers have.
2 hitters so far for McKinney. Most importantly, no walks. Did have a hit batsman in the first inning, but she's thrown strikes and made her fielders do their job, and they've been accommodating.
0-2. This portion of the order, 0 for 6, 3 ground outs, a strikeout, an infield pop, and a fly out to left. That hitter,
off the elbow, yeah.
Second hit by a pitch.
That's not what you want to see. You mentioned it though in the pregame, or the first inning, how Montgomery County hitters crowd the plate. They had a number of hit batsmen in the Bowling Green game on. I guess that was Tuesday night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And they've had a pair hit today. That one looked like she lifted her elbow into it. And this one, back to the pitcher. They're going to double her off.
Well,
there it is. Great play by Brooklyn McKinney. Caught that little nubber in the air. Turns around, throws it to Hall at first, and there's 2 away, and the bases are empty, and erases that hit by pitch.
Unbelievable. Now they're in the catbird seat.
Top of the 7th inning. 1 out away are the Clopton Lady Hawks.
Tison has made contact both times.
Grounded out to second and lifted a fly ball to left. Ahead in the count 1-0 here. Lifted, foul, and out of play. And a nice play by the fan there in the bleachers. Tosses it back in. And it's 1-1.
Give that man a bag of popcorn, right?
Yeah. They're probably going to be giving it away here in a second anyway. This game's about over, and this one grounded past the pitcher to the second baseman. Going to have to hurry, throw to first, and this ball game is over. Nice play by Mary Margaret Garrett to pick it up, give it to Hall, and record that third out. Our final in this one, Clopton 2 and Montgomery County nothing. They do the wave out of the dugouts instead of the traditional handshakes. That's COVID softball, and they'll run down and meet as a team down the line. We've got the post-game show coming up for you next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, and you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
2-0 our final. Clopton scored both runs in the bottom of the first inning, and then it was a pitcher's duel from there on out to the final line. 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for Clopton. For Montgomery, no runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 5 strikeouts for Brooklyn McKinney, so she let her defense work. 9 strikeouts for the loser in this one, Brooklyn Fisher, and only 2 walks, both issued by Fisher. McKinney didn't walk a single batter, although she hit a pair.
Hit 2, yeah. Tough luck loser for Fisher. She pitched well, but McKinney spun a gem, as you said. Only 2 hits, struck out 5, 2 runs in the first, and then that was it. You know, we were sitting there talking before the game. We thought it would be close. I don't know that we thought it would be 2-0.
Yeah, and the defense shined in this one. You know, it was shaky for Montgomery on Tuesday against Bowling Green. More mental mistakes than errors in the scorebook in that game, but both these defenses were solid and had a lot of work today. You know, Fisher did record more strikeouts, 9 in the ball game, like we said, but both teams who are not known for their putting base hits together, they were putting the ball in play, being aggressive out there.
They were, and just an error apiece, as you said, by each team.
And neither of those errors really haunted either team.
No, it was a non-factor, actually. Both of them were. One error actually was a throwing error that really didn't have any bearing on the game at all. The other one did result in a base runner, but you know, that's what you got to do. Put the ball, throw the ball over the plate, put the ball in play as a batter, make the other team feel. Both teams did that. Clopton able to score on the game-winning run on a walk and a double off the right center field wall. And that was the ball game, basically.
Yep, they got that walk to lead things off to Mary Margaret Garrett, and the double off the wall by McKinney. That was followed by a single by Shanna Yates to bring in the courtesy runner for McKinney. She went second on the air, which that was the only error of the ball game, like we said. And after that, only 2 more hits for Clopton after that big first inning. But it was enough with the pitching of Brooklyn McKinney. We'll take a break here in the post-game show, tell you what's coming up the rest of this week and into next week, and wrap things up here from Clopton High School after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it and for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
This is Kyle, Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank, 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
2-0 our final. Clopton scores 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and Brooklyn McKinney makes it stick. And you have the game-winning RBI, and you pitch a shutout. You're in line. You're the primetime player of the ball game. So a great one tonight, a gem for Brooklyn McKinney, and added the game-winning double to boot in this one as Clopton wins 2-0, and that's a quality conference win for the Clopton Lady Hawks.
That it is, and amazingly enough, an hour and 20-minute game time.
Like that, and a full 7 innings, and that makes it even better when you can wrap it up and get home in time for supper. Coming up tomorrow, football here from Clopton High School on KJFM. The Clopton-Ellsbury Indian Hawks, 1-1 on the season, take on the 0-3 Louisiana Bulldogs. First conference meeting between those 2 football programs. It'll be a 6:30 countdown to kickoff. 7 o'clock is when that game will get underway, and myself and Jim back together tomorrow to bring you all the action. Next week, softball from Louisiana again as the Lady Bulldogs host these Clopton Lady Hawks. Thursday will be at Van Far as Van Far hosts Bowling Green. And then Friday, a week from tomorrow, in week 5, Louisiana will host Van Far Community. And I'm taking that night off. So it's you and Marianne on that one is the tentative schedule for that broadcast.
Marianne know anything about football?
She can text Ethan if she doesn't. I think he knows a thing or two. So that one I'm taking off. Got some friends that are getting married the next day, so I'm in the wedding. So I can't skip the rehearsal.
You might want to show up for that.
Yeah.
You might want to show up.
2-0 our final in this one for Jim Ross, Mark Froning saying we'll see you tomorrow for football here on KJFM.
You've been listening to Area High School Softball on KJFM, Eagle 102. Join Eagle 102 for play-by-play action on air and online from your area sports leader. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.